Welcome, movers. Today we're going to be talking about the biceps and the role that the bicep plays, how we can strengthen it, build stability in it, and also how we can stretch it. It's going to be broken down into different parts. I'm going to try to do my best to get through all of it because the NHS school is where I really break it down into each single one and show you how you can train it to your best ability. But I'm going to show you the best right now so you can still build strong biceps. This is very important. Now, the first part is stability and understanding our contraction of our bicep in all different ranges, okay? So the most basic is by our side and being able to contract our bicep. Now you should be able to feel your bicep and squeeze it in all different hand positions with our hands open, hands closed. Now from here, we can add load. With our hands open, it fully activates our biceps. If we do it like this, it's actually going to be more forearms and it's going to activate our brachialis muscle, which is a muscle that runs underneath our biceps, actually, located right on the front here. Both are great, but if we want to target our biceps mostly, this is going to be a position to do it in. We're not going to be as strong as we would with the reverse. It's a great way. Now, by doing our standing curls, this is going to be the best exercise for people who are just wanting to build their biceps off the start. In the NHS school, it's in balance because it's how we build very balanced biceps. It's the most direct line of pull for our biceps, and any beginner can get strong by just doing this exercise. And so as we're going to continue to advance, what happens is we come in a shortened position. And as we come in a more shortened position, what you'll notice is you actually feel the contraction more and more. So you get a really good pump in your biceps if you start actually training it with it in front of our body. So we can lay on a bench just like this, best, because you actually aren't going to be able to lift as much when the muscle starts shortening. And what you can do is just the same movement. And you'll notice a really big pump in this one. So it's a really good one for getting a lot of blood pumping, which is going to help with our size of our biceps a lot. Now, you can come all the way up. What you'll notice at the very top range is if you squeeze your biceps at the top, there's a certain point where it actually might become painful. And if you practice this enough, you'll actually be able to start building strength in that range, and it gets used to that shorter contraction, and it actually stops and prevents the cramping. It doesn't allow it to happen. If you actually practice up here, it's actually very good for your biceps in order to start building some strength up here. It's a very unusual position to be fully flexing because it's the absolute shortest position for our bicep. So it's good to actually just play around with some contractions up here. And then next one we're going to be looking at is starting to go behind the body. And as we start going behind the body, we're starting to actually stretch our bicep more. And stretching our bicep is really important actually because the long head of the bicep actually runs underneath and it connects all the way here and originates at our supraglenoid tubercle. Why this is important is because if this muscle is shortened, it's not feeling strong and stretched in this full range, it actually can cause some irritation in our shoulder and create more of an impingement. So getting nice and stretched behind our body is going to be a great way. So what we can begin doing is having an incline where we're actually just reaching behind us like this. Now there's more of a stretch. Now this is where our posture comes more important. So by aligning our neck, different positions like this. This is going to be a great one to bring more stretch. Now, we can begin to progress even lower with the incline until we're pretty much even flat. I'm not going to do flat here, but I'll do as close as I can get right now. And what you'll notice is as you get very deep, there's a deep stretch. You need to fully align, pull your shoulder blades into position. And from here, you can actually open up and you come out to the side a little bit. So if we were to grab something, you would actually be able to feel that stretch in your bicep just like this and working on it, which feels great. Now, we can add our load. Now if we open up like this, we can stretch a different range in our bicep. It actually helps with our chest a little bit as well. Remember, the body is all connected, so if you're working on one thing, in a way, other parts of your body are also going to be working out. Just going to be a great way to get that full stretch. So if you combine all of these exercises together, now in the NHS school, we're going to look at how you can do this with cables, barbells, all the way across the board. There's going to be a lot of different variables that go in, but at the end of the day, the biceps are really important because they're going to make up 1/3 of the arm. The triceps are going to be a lot bigger. They're making up 2/3 of the arms of most people. But the biceps is the front, and it gives you that peak in your biceps, and it makes your arms look very strong. And it really helps with all the way across the board in our strength, from our pull-ups, just to overall our athletic ability, and of course, our aesthetics. So having strong biceps is going to be huge for long-term health and longevity. And if you're looking to take your body and abilities to the next level, check out NHS School for more. So ready? Let's move.